Hello everybody, welcome to the Cloud Geezer channel. I'm today talking about the tool that we have available, which is the Active Directory Dummy User Creation Tool. Worst name in history. If you might just take my word for that. Any suggestions for a new name would be muchly appreciated. Answers on the postcard, please. Now, what I want to do is show you how we can use this tool to create a whole lot of dummy objects. Now, why would we want dummy objects? If you're doing any type of AD testing and you're throwing things up into the cloud from the AD Sync tool, anything like that, it's always good to test it on a set of fictitious users, first of all, and then you can apply it to everybody else. So there's plenty of reasons why you want to have dummy users in your AD to mess with and try things out. And this is just a tool that gives you a nice, easy way of creating them. Let me show you why. It's because in AD land, we're pretty boring, and often we do this, and we say, okay, we're going to have a new OU, great, we're going to call it test users, wonderful. And then you start doing this crap, which is test. Oh my gosh, user one, this is so boring. And that's it. When you see things like this in AD, I'm like, oh my God, I just want to curl up and die, because don't do this. Just stop. Just don't do it. This is a better way of doing it. Right, to use the tool, all you got to do is give it this set of criteria, and it's going to create a whole lot of beautifully formatted people with names, street addresses, city, job descriptions, password, the lot. It just creates it all for you. So first thing you want to do, UPN suffix. Now what we're going to do with this demo is I'm going to use that the planium.com, which is, as you'll be able to see on here, this is what it is, planium.com. We want the users to go into this OU. So in the creation tool, we specify what OU they're going to go into. So what I might just do now, we don't need to come back to this just for a second, so I don't have to switch between them too much. But if I go into properties of this OU I've created, and as long as you've got the advanced options on, you must have advanced features turned on. Let me just show you that. This guy here. Otherwise, you won't be able to see this little guy, attribute editor. Quick tip as well, go to filter and turn this one on here. Otherwise, you're going to get a whole screen of crap come up. What you're after is the distinguished name, this guy here. So double click on that and copy it out to your clipboard. Just come back there and then jump back into that sheet. Now we're going to put it in there. Okay. So the other ones here, obviously we're going to use at planium.com, and we want to say I want to create 7 users for testing, and we're going to start at line 17, which is obviously this one here. We always start at 17 in this one. That's our first one there. If you were creating more and more and changing this, you'd then update and say what line you want to create from. Display prefix is if you want to put like test dash or something in front of the display name for these people. Can if you want. It's up to you, but that's obviously going to stick. So just be careful with that one. Company definition, I'll put in plain. You'll see all these appear when we actually run the script, so you can see what they actually do. It's pretty self-explanatory. Leave that blank if you want to set a random password, or you could set it to like a default one that you'd use for all users if you want to get these users to log in, if that's what the purpose is. Otherwise, specify a random password. It will show up in the script and the spreadsheet what that password is. So that's obviously helpful as well for you. So really, once you've done that and got that base set of info in there, we just say create user objects, which is that button there. And bam, there it is. So we've got our 7 users real fast. And you can see these are just random names. And you've got the user principal name that's associated. It's given a SAM account name, so the alias is set there as well. And if we go across a little bit, you can see it gives them an address, postcode, employee IDs, all kinds of stuff. And there's your password column I was talking about. All good there. And it's this guy we're interested in here. This is the PowerShell command to create that in your AD. So select the users, copy that, and then jump back into here. Now, I always like to do it with the ISE, only because I can see and rerun things and mess with it that way. But that's just me. You can run this PowerShell however you like. But really what you do then is just copy that into there, and you can see the whole makeup of the command. If I just jump across, it's all formatted to get that entry in there. But have a look at it before you run it. Obviously, you'd never run any PowerShell without really understanding what it's doing. That's why I like to use the spreadsheet with the copy, because you just copy and paste them. You're not running a random script that's generating this stuff. You can see exactly what command it's going to run to create that user object. So let me just jump back over there and let's run it and see it happen. So we just hit play and it should come back as if it's done. Oh, you think nothing. PowerShell is good like that. It has done it. It hasn't come up with an error, so it's done it. And if we jump back into here and say refresh, there you go. There's our 7 users. Easy as that. All ready for your testing, whatever you're doing with them. You can see they're created there, addresses in there. You've got the UPN, you've got the organization. So really you do have a good set of actual, well, I say actual people. They're not actual people, they're fictitious, but they do have a good solid amount of information in there so you can test things. Nothing worse, like I say, test user 1, test user 2. They don't have anything in there. That's not testing. That's just putting in the word test user. Use this instead, and then you're all good to go. So yeah, jumping back here, last thing you do on that is you just hit the clear sheet when you're done, and you get a nice blank one. And then save that, and you're ready to go next time. So thanks for watching that. And remember, you can get these tools. Go to the store.thecloudgeezer.com. Check it out there. Also, obviously, that's the thecloudgeezer.com website. It's got lots of tools, lots of fun things in there to play with on the cloud side. And again, thanks for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on the next one. Thanks, guys. See ya.